There are two things, and I will use the sentence my buddy BGS has said since we started talking about Caitlin Clark coming in the WNBA. There are two things the WNBA loves to sell more than its basketball: drama and clothes. Those are the two only things that's kept them afloat. Now with Caitlin Clark in the league and everybody wanting to take her out, you got more drama than ever, which brings you more eyes, which takes the focus off of basketball play. Everybody wanted to back Angel Reese. Why? Angel Reese cannot play basketball correctly. And until she proves me otherwise, even though she's having a couple of good games, until she proves me otherwise, I will not back Angel Reese. I've had people come to me telling me, you need to back her right now. No, I don't. I back the people that actually can play basketball. And Caitlin Clark can actually play basketball and wants to get better. And let me borrow this from Chris Dietz, and this is so true. The NBA pushes their stars to the forefront. These are our guys. The WNBA does the opposite. They finally got their big megastar for the first time in a while, and they're burying her under a sea of dirt. There has been no controversy with Caitlin Clark. Does she yell at officials? Of course. She's a basketball player.
Everyone does
And when
that.
she feels there's injustice to either her or her team, her or her team, she's going to say something about it. That's just how competitive Caitlin Clark is. I think that's what the WNBA has missed for a long time, a player that can come in, take over, bring eyes, and bring competition. And the WNBA wants to bury it. And that pisses me off more than anything else because, as I said, you're talking to a person that has loved, covered, and been around women's college basketball since 1982. 1982. Caitlin Clark shoots about 50% from the field. Angel Reese is shooting 31% from the field. Thank you, Dees. Thank you, Deets. And doesn't even take advantage of the fact that she's a lefty and does nothing to improve her game. Nafisa Collier used Unrivaled to improve her game. Look at her now, MVP candidate. Caitlin Clark didn't participate in Unrivaled. She wanted to rest. She wanted to get her legs under her. And speaking of a physicality problem, I mentioned this earlier in my first roasting. J.C. Sheldon took out two Indiana players recently. Sophie Cunningham with an ankle injury and Sydney Colson with a leg injury. Colson played on Tuesday. Sophie Cunningham was out. The Fever were able to get the win. Kathy Engelbert, if you know why people are there, which is to see Caitlin Clark play, and she's out with an injury, don't you think it should scare you a little bit about how the sales are going down? I know I'm all over the place, but I want to focus on this. Caitlin Clark is saving the league, and the fact that she's out and you say nothing about it says a lot about you. From a fellow who's covered the sport since 1982 and officially started covering it in 1995. You should be ashamed of yourself, Kathy Engelbert, that you are allowing, let's just call it honestly, you are allowing your star of stars to get pummeled and you say nothing. I go back to a Saturday game with the New York Liberty and the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark got fouled on that last play and nothing was called, nor was any discipline given out. The player I speak of who committed said foul, Natasha Cloud. First game of the season, you want to give Caitlin Clark a flagrant foul because of a common foul on Angel Reese? That to me says a lot about how you're thinking. And you don't do anything to reverse it because it was not a flagrant foul. It was a common foul. The WNBA is in serious trouble. Serious trouble. And they're not only going to lose money, they're going to lose players. they're going to lose contracts. And unless they do something to fix this bargaining problem that they have, this collective bargaining agreement, they're going to lose more than one season. And that's going to make Caitlin Clark walk away faster, not slower. Get out of here.